in this pool. I don't know what we have. I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's sprit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's sprit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Getting triumphant, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep on turning, stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it, you gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, babe, must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find you. Say I got sex appeal, I think it's cause I wear a fire gun. I'm ready to race, no, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Austin Armadillos and the Arizona Cardinals. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and this one is underway here on it. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First carried out for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On second down now, it's Taylor. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards, good enough for a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Murray. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
On first down, Burris. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 33. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover, too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. He pitches it out. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. operating from the gun. Burris flushed out right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one. And the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now the try here for the point after. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
a leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. They'll run on first down. Taylor. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and in. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Devin Bush showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now from Murray. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going for it. It's Murray sliding out of the pocket. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
Now Taylor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Rolling to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
You take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, Burris. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Burris forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Burris. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First down, Armadillos.
From the gun, Burris. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Off the play fake. Burris. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Taylor. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
A 4-yard loss.
Now here we go on 4th down with Murray. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there's a time to be aggressive. Now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. And they'll try to run the option here. He'll pitch it back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Burris buying time to his left. And he's going to keep, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken the lead. Now the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13. Cardinals 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup. And into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Throwing on first down. Burris. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
24-yard.
That one goes for 24 yards.
First down.
On first down, Burris eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Touchdown.
23 yards for the touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And that will be incomplete. You tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
From the gun, Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Murray now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, third and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the line. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A final shot before break. Burris. Now they go screen. It's complete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way down to the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A handoff as they run the counter play. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. A pitch back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. An important play right here. 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Operating from the gun, Burris. And that is going to be incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start with a give to Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Again, it's Taylor. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get him much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves him with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
On play action, it's Murray. He's going to air one out. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
On 1st and 10, Burris. He's got this one complete to Perriman. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 39.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Looking to throw. Burris. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 4th down, Burris. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action, Burris rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
To throw on 2nd down, Burris, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Burris escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up first and goal inside the 10.
On first and goal, they'll try the option left. He gives it up, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Armadillos 26, Cardinals 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Murray now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He'll run it, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Burris flushed out right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The try here for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Score Armadillos 33, Cardinals 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That one goes for 30 yards. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Murray now on first down. And now here is another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense. And that's their first of this second half. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
That's a 5-yard line.
Throwing now is Murray. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Steps away. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. Now Murray again. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
He'll air this, and this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Operating from the gun, Burris. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. From 4 yards out. And this offense continues to pour it on. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll roll him out right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Murray off play action. He'll buy some time right. Going deep for Hopkins. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Murray's got to have this one. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Looking to throw. Burris. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Off the play fake. Burris. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Austin.
It's their quarterback. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, Murray being chipped. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
3rd down and
operating from the gun. Murray, he's going to look deep down the field. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Shoot, watch the shoot. Shoot.
Throwing on 1st down. Burris. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point attempt to come here. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Armadillos 59, Cardinals 16.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He'll drop this down to Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Buying time to his...
Murray has him knocked loose. Fumble.
But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. From the gun, Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. To throw, it's Murray. Steps away to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. To throw is Murray. And now here is another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
today's final
Charles, it's
score
one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Austin, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the double. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. You picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis flash. You I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why do people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. It's ties in the culture, it's I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was clutter. Doing this so subtle, falling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle, the top I was gonna get something. In the middle, gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left with nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only been for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution, maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music, just put it in the music.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Will you make it out that you die? No ceiling with that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Will you make it out that you desire? No ceiling with that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Will you make it out that you desire? No ceiling with that never be the same.
Get out my way, Lil. Get out my way, Lil. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't kill what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again.